Bueno, hoy me encuentro con un actor de estos de primera de los últimos tiempos. Estuvo nominado al Oscar por la película La Red Social de Social Network. Jesse, hola.
Hola.
Have you learned any Spanish yet?
I learned 4 years of it in high school.
4 years.
Yeah.
It's a lot of time.
Oh yeah. Well, I've been out of high school for 10 years, and I've since studied Russian in college, so I forgot all my Spanish.
Yeah, I can imagine. Tell me more about Blue, about your character in Rio. What drew you to this movie?
Yes, Blue also doesn't speak Spanish or Portuguese. You know, Blue is very kind of isolated. He's in a small town in Minnesota, in a very snowy, quiet provincial town, and he is uprooted to come mate with the last female of his kind. He's the last male of his kind. He's a blue Spix macaw. And he gets to Rio and he's just overwhelmed with this culture and sights and sounds. He is eager to learn new culture, but also very cautious. And so over the course of the movie, he goes on this incredible adventure, and he finds really who he is.
Blue, you're flying! Sort of. Not really, but do you feel it?
No, Blue! We're gonna die!
When you go to the movies and when you watch a film, do you think people have to take something away from the experience of watching the movie, or just have fun and watch the movie?
Yeah, I mean, I guess people go to the movies for different things. What's wonderful about this movie is, it's going to show a lot of people this wonderful city. I have never been to Rio except for now, and I would love to see the movie because I'm very interested in other cities, other places in the world, and so I'd be very interested in seeing this movie to see just Rio. So movies, can do different things. In this case, it's showcasing this incredible city, even though it's animated. All of the scenes take place in very specific parts of the city, and the director, Carlos Saldana, is actually from here, so he made sure that it was very accurate.
There is action, there is romance, and there is a good message about conservation. What's your take on that? Do you think people might take care more about the endangered animals?
Yeah, I mean, this movie is not only so entertaining, but it also has this wonderful message about, preserving endangered species and preserving the environment. And in that way, the movie is kind of very, very contemporary. It's very relevant to issues people are discussing today about environmental issues, about animal rights issues. And so that was another reason I really was interested in it.
I mean, I know how my feathers look, but I'm not that kind of bird. Okay, I had nothing to do with that. But, it's actually a pretty good song.
Naturally.
Yeah, sing it, Lion.
It's very different for you as an actor to portray a character just reading to a microphone than being in the real place. Take me to the recording booth. What happens there?
Yeah, it's a very unique experience. Sometimes you can watch the scene you're doing. You could see the animated version of it, but most of the time what I was doing was just recording variations on one line. So if the line is, I want to go to the store, you might say, I want to go to the store. I really need to go to the store. Hey, we should go to the store. You might do it in many different ways, and then I like to improvise, so I came up with my own, maybe I come up with a joke or something like that. And Carlos Saldana, the director, would act out the other parts, and or I would kind of close my eyes and think about what that experience would be like going to the store, and then perform it. And you end up acting it out in a physical way, as though you were in a movie, but no one can see you.
One bird will prove.
Let's fly.
All right, Blue, you're flying! Sort of.
He has the courage to soar.
Let's go get Jewel.
Rio.
Yes, hello all of Central America, specifically Panama. Please go watch Rio. I think you would like it. It depicts Latin American city in an amazing way.